Okay, here we are with Lazy Sister number 2. As you can see, she's got very full brows. So all I'm going to do is groom her brows. She usually gets them threaded, but we were in quarantine at this time and nothing was open. So every once in a while, I will groom her brows for her. I use the razor in order to do that. What I'm doing here is brushing the brows straight up. I want all the hairs straight up, and then I go in with my razor, and I only mess with the bottom so as to redefine her arch. I will just take the razor and just in a gentle motion, just swipe down. And I mean, I think everybody knows how to use a razor, but yeah, that's all I'm doing is just, I pull her skin taut at the forehead there just to create the arch that I want her to have. She doesn't like, a whole lot of razzle dazzle. She just likes, nicely groomed brows. So yeah, I'm just here with the razor, just doing what I do. And a lot of hairs came off, so I'm just cleaning her up. And then if we let it go long enough, she will have a unibrow. So I am just cleaning that part up here. Yeah, and I'll just keep doing that until I get it to what I think looks good, and just keep brushing it, and yeah, just kind of go from there. Here I just gave her a mirror, see how she likes it. If she didn't like it, I would fine tune it to her liking, but she said it looked fine. And here I go with the next brow, and you've seen the first time, so I'm just going to speed through this part. Good. If you already have brow hairs, this is how you use the razor. If you are a tragic product of the 90s, this is how you fill it in. All right, so it's my turn. So as you can see, my brows are very sparse, very thin. They have hardly a shape, but I do have some hairs. So what I'm going to do is just brush them all up. I want them to be standing as straight up as possible. And I just brush them into whatever shape they're in. It's kind of in an arch, but not really. So I'm just following what they naturally want to do. And then I take my brow pencil, and that's my mirror that's in the way there. Sorry about that. Take my brow pencil and just fill it in. I start at the bottom always. I like to make a nice little baseline down there, and then just go straight across and follow the shape that it is trying to make. I will tweak this shape a little bit because, like I mentioned before, I don't really have much of a shape anymore since I was, I grew up in the 90s, and yeah, that's what we did. We just plucked all our hairs out. So here I am filling in all the sparse areas, and you'll see I will kind of skip over a part and then come back to it later. But yeah, this is all I do is just fill in where my brow hairs are, just in little short strokes to make them look more realistic. And then I add the tail over here just to make it a little bit darker. This brow pencil that I have was, it was kind of a leftover one. It's a medium brown color, and I usually like either ebony brown or dark brown, just something darker than this. It wasn't giving me what I wanted, but for the purpose of the video, this is what I'm using. And here I go filling in the top of the brow there to make my arch, because my arch has totally disappeared. So yeah, I'm just following what hairs are there and kind of the shape of my eye, really. Just trying to see what looks good for my eye. And then I just switched over to the other side to do the same thing. You'll see in a bit that my brows are totally different shapes. And that's normal, but I don't like that. So you'll see what I do to try and fix that. Both brows are done, and I'm just gonna brush through the front there to make them less harsh. I do like it to be a little bit softer in the front, so you don't have that, starting line that's so stick straight that it just looks unrealistic. So I have to put my glasses on because I can't see squat. And yeah, I'm just checking them out, see what type of tweaking I have to do. This is the brow that dips lower, and it does come to more of an arch than this other brow. So I'm going to try and mess with the shape of that brow that dips lower. What I do is take some concealer and just square it off. I don't want it to look as though it's dipping farther than the other one, so I just kind of put concealer there to conceal that dip and then just blend it in. And for this video, I just did kind of one eye with concealer, but on a normal day, I will do both eyes so they look normal. But you can see what I mean about that dip. When you put the concealer there, you can't even tell that it's so much farther down than the other brow. So after I blended it out, this is what we have left. And it's a lot better than what we started with. Thanks for watching, guys.